Joseph on mute because it's I've got it really disrupts your ear
Yes,
things when you've
I'm
got
meeting
somebody
him
else.
now. I'm meeting him now. Good.
So that's okay. That's great. Thank you. So basically my COVID situation happened literally about 5 years ago, as I call it. And I went in to have a new contract signed, and they basically turned around and said, we haven't got a contract for you. And I was just like, no, this can't be happening again. It was the second time this had happened to me. Basically, the company had been bought out, and the guy who had bought it out was taking my job. So I just thought, you know what, I looked around and looked at what I call traditional jobs or traditional businesses, because I've always wanted more out of my belly to want more. But I looked at traditional business and having to be the jack of all trades, as in to know everything, you know, about staff, about, you know, accounts, about logistics, merchandise, products. And I just, you know, I just thought there's no way in a million years that I could do that. You know, it's like there's too much to learn. And I didn't really have a real passion, you know, as far as I was concerned, in terms of, you know, for anything particular. I mean, like owning a gym or something like that. But the reality of it is that, you know, then network marketing came into my life, and I had never even heard of it, right? Never even, nobody had ever invited me to anything strict, you know, at all network marketing. And I all of a sudden looked at this business model, and, you know, I've seen a lot of business models in my life. I've got a big business background. And for me, it was just amazing that the company does everything. And literally all I was doing was sharing something that I loved, and I'd had great results. It to literally coming over to back to the UK for a while to do full time. And that was to me because, you know, at the end of the day, you know, not everybody can go into this full and do it straight away. You need to be able to learn it, and you can earn as you go. But for most people, it's a secondary income, like it was for me, and then you basically take off. But the thing with a product-based company are the two things that just didn't work for me. One was duplication, getting people to do what I was doing, work for actually little pay. And the other thing was retention. So I would have to and ask my clients, you know, are you going to buy next month? What are you ordering? Bridge length period for in a product-based business is just under. So, you know, at the end of the day, it was just a lot of work, and I couldn't get people to do what I wanted to do. And I was basically enrolled over 500 people, and I was a top performer, 25 performer in the UK, standing on stage. And literally was blown away by the fact that I didn't have to service my customers. We've got technology that does that. You know, this is the future, and I'm not a big technology person, but for me, the fact that, you know, technology, you know, billion-dollar companies now, the old saying used to be, if you're not online, you don't have a business. Now it's if you don't have AI technology, so artificial intelligence technology, you don't have a global business. So it really is, you know, it's a game changer, iBoomerang. And I looked at this and went blindly, you know, this model is products currently. I don't have to cross sell, upsell anything. Literally all I'm doing is collecting customers and building team and Australia. But I've got people in 14 countries in my downline. So basically that is really, really cool, because it means that, you know, I'm earning money while I sleep, which as far as I'm concerned is utopia in terms of a business model. So I hope that is
Awesome,
enough.
awesome. So let's give it up to our wonderful guest, Mrs. Beverly. Good. So now we have a lot of people on this call. Now, I don't know how it is over there in the UK, but here in Africa, we have opportunities that are coming up every day. You know, different people coming up with different deals, different programs in cryptocurrencies, in Forex, in this and that. You know, and sometimes it's very easy to get lost or get distracted. I don't know the particular viable opportunity to plug into. We have a lot of them available, and I guess it's something a little bit similar, a little bit less than or more in the UK. I don't know. But here in Nigeria, in other part of Africa, and even in Asia, it's very, very common. We have a lot of programs. As a matter of fact, I had a guy in Kenya who wanted to join, but was like, okay, last month I just lost money in a cryptocurrency mining platform. Is this similar to that platform? You know, some people lose money in online businesses, but The question you want to ask is, many people have seen the opportunity, they love the concepts, but they don't really understand what is iBoomerang. And then some people might not really know why they should be a part of this business. Some people don't even know, what is the nitty-gritty behind the company? Why should anybody join the company? And what is the company all about? What are they into? What is the vision? What's the mission? And why should anybody join iBoomerang? So just go, man.
Yeah, I mean, I mean, and this is a great question because there's a lot out there. And for me, it was basically having success without selling. I mean, who on this call likes selling? Most people don't, they're just like run a mile. So for me, it was all about having, being able to do something where you can offer somebody something without having to, number one, sell, because you can just do this by collecting customers and putting them into our technology called the Prib, or two, is you can build a team. So for me, iBoomerang is a technology company, and what it's doing is offering various verticals, various platforms. I always like to say it's got more legs than a centipede. I don't know whether you have centipede in Africa, but basically the way this company is going is that we've got four main products at the moment. We've got travel, which obviously with COVID going on is like literally we're looking at local travel more than anything else, especially even over here, although people are still traveling in Europe. We've got Vibe Rides, which is the next version of Uber. We've got Bill Genius, which helps people save money on their bills, their household bills and their business bills, and Zents, which is this one here, and my gorgeous Halloween backdrop. And Zents is basically helps you improve your mood. So what connects these all really is the technology. So, people say to me, you're a travel company. It's like, well, no, did you know that Amazon started with books? Most people don't know that. Most people don't, because it's 26 years ago when Amazon started as books. And basically Jeff Bezos, who's the founder, didn't start it thinking, oh, I'm going to have a bookstore. He basically started it so he could get people to understand their buying habits, and through AI intelligence, the artificial intelligence, could understand what they were looking potentially at buying next. So if they're buying a cookery book, for example, they might want pots and pans, or they might want cooking utensils. So, if you look at like the Netflix, if you look at, Spotify, if you look at Amazon, they all use this AI intelligence. Like Netflix doesn't phone me up and say, Beverly, or, contact me and phone me up and say, Beverly, what would you like to look at next? They go, oh, she likes these period dramas or whatever. So let's see, she might like this, she might like that. So that is what the intelligence, and that is what the artificial intelligence is going to be doing. It does within the Prib. So it's basically doing the on-selling, side-selling, upselling of all our products, but in a clever way. So I know if somebody says, oh, I'm going to go, books to go to a spa, say, on the iGo platform, that they might get a communication from the Prib saying, would you like to have some lavender Zents to help you relax when you're having your spa weekend? So the whole thing is it's got to be intelligent. And like if you can imagine that, like if Amazon had this business model that every time one of your customers, say Amazon had no customers, say you help people join Amazon, basically if they joined and they bought something and you got paid a commission every single time, and that's what this whole thing's about, is basically helping people with thousands and thousands of little, commissions, especially on the likes of the Bill Genius, is basically, and the Vibe Ride is basically getting commissions in that allow people to earn money off the back of that. And Vibe Ride will go global as well.
All right, awesome. Thank you very much. I love that. Now, what you're actually sharing right now is some of the things that actually caught my interest, because when we started this whole project, it was about travel. And one of the first things that got me discouraged was travel. Just like you said, many people will say the travel part of it and the rest of that. One of the things I saw was, I have not been in the travel business. I said only travel. I don't have, like I said, I used to deal with coffee. I know how to sell coffee very well. I have a lot of customers who buy coffee, and I can stand 1 hour presenting about coffee and health related, being able to sell and the rest of them. But when I saw the opportunity right now, it was just like learning something totally different. But I trusted the man behind the wheel, who is our CEO and our founder. And then many people don't take a look at that. Some people just, where the opportunity is good and this is good, it's shining, it's sparkling, they just jump in. not knowing the track record of people who are behind the company, the vision, and every other thing in place. So one of the things I want to ask right now is, you talked about it briefly, but I wanted to just really expand about it. Some people will look at the travel part, like I said, will look at Bijinus. Somebody will say, okay, Bijinus is not here in Nigeria, it's not here in Kenya, it's not here in South Africa, it's not here in where I live. We only have it in the US. Vibe, even though we heard it's coming to UK, very soon, it's not available yet here in Nigeria. But we have something on something here called the PRIB, which is the brain behind this company. Because what exactly does the PRIB do, which we'll talk about right now, is be able to help you build your business and have success without selling. Now, some people don't really get it clearly. So can you explain briefly about the PRIB and the impact it has on all our ambassadors, talking about helping them build residual income and then create freedom for themselves and their family?
Yeah, can you just let me share my screen as well? Because I've got one slide that I might just put popping up there that I took from
Good.
Make me a co-host, yeah? Yeah, I mean, this is why I joined, is basically it's not for travel, and it's not for Zents, and it's not for iBoomerang, and it's not for, it's not for Build Genius. I joined because of the PRIB. And the PRIB is, if people get this, when people get this, they absolutely go, this is amazing. So this is the latest basically slide of the PRIB. So what we do is basically through various products, and we've basically got 4 products, right, guys, and we've only been going 18 months. This is another thing to notice. So 18 months, we've got 4 products in the PRIB, right? It took Amazon 3 years to get 2 products going, yeah, Beyond Books, the next one. So, we are ahead of the game. But at the end of the day, this is like a new company. We're in ground floor. It's not perfect, but I love the fact that it's not perfect, because if it was, we would be Amazon. But we're not. We are basically a ground floor opportunity where if you, jump in now, like I have done, like Chuck's done, at the end of the day, this is basically going to grow and grow and grow. So what we've got at the moment, we've got over 1 million customers in the PRIB. And you can imagine Halton Bugs, and I've never met Halton Bugs, and I didn't know Halton Bugs before I joined, right? So to me, obviously Chuck has known him for 8 years. I joined because I saw the vision of this. So if we're in only 18 months and we've got 4 products, we've got your iGo, the Zents, the Build Genius, the Vibe, and we're recruiting people in America at the moment, through LinkedIn, through social media, through Instagram. Zents is global. Miami, Florida, Dallas, and Texas have got Vibe. That'll go global as well, and this is global as well. So we've got 2 global products, and where we can actually use that. But basically, our job is to put people into the PRIB, and then the PRIB basically goes and does all the on-selling and upselling. So again, if can travel again, because like you say, we're not hiding under a rock here. We know travel's, stunted a bit at the moment because of what's going on, but it will be back because everybody loves to travel, has to travel, and needs to travel, right? And the whole thing is whether or not you have the mindset of a consumer or the mindset of an entrepreneur. So the mindset of a consumer will go, oh, nobody can travel, I'm not going to do this, right? Whereas mindset for me is like, oh my goodness, what an opportunity we've got now, because we can basically join customers into the PRIB, and when they want to travel, and when travel gets back, as it has done after SARS, Ebola, you name it, travel comes storming back. We've got customers. I mean, I've got about 250 customers already, but people in the team have got 2,000. So, at the end of the day, I'm just building a base so that when they're ready to go, it does all that. Whether they come in for iGo, the example I love to use is I know a family of 4 land in Orlando, right, to go to Disney World or Universal Studios. The PRIB basically knows they're going to America. And basically they'll get a communication from Vibe, and they'll pick up a Vibe ride. So if you basically is your customer, you'll get paid not only for your customer in iGo going on holiday, where you get 50% of the saving, and this is really, really key, and the money there is huge when we get back to, but then you're also going to get paid if if they're your passenger, you'll get paid from that. But you might also spookily actually have the driver on your team as well, and you're going to get paid from them as well. Except that goes, okay, fine, I'll go to university, go to Disney. You know, if they get through the than a centipede, and a centipede has lots and lots of legs, because we're not going to know where we're getting paid from, and that really, really excites me in the future.
All right. Absolutely, absolutely. Thank you very much for sharing that piece. A lot of people actually needed that, and I'm very, very excited you were able to share it quickly. So, I want to talk about also you also talk about the product, but I want you to talk about it briefly. And some people may say, okay, travel. We have some people here who have not been involved in travel because, like I said, but one of my mentors taught me something 4 years ago. Now, not in network marketing, in business generally. Now, one of the principles he actually has, which he uses today, is a multi-billionaire. I think the 19th richest person in Africa, Mr. Strive Masia, our owner of Econet Groups. One of the things I actually learned from him is always make business decisions based on numbers, not on feelings or whatever. Many people don't make this. Some people go into business emotionally and they feel free, radically, and they just make decisions. And then some people end up failing and the rest of them. So can you just talk briefly about the products that we have right now? We have iGo platform, we have the Vibe Ride, we have BeGenius, we have Zens, especially the Zens. Do you understand me? How valuable is this product, and how wide and how big is the market? And then what are the income potential for those who actually utilizes this?
Well, the income potential is as big as you want it to be. I mean, some people feel more comfortable talking about Zent. Some people feel more comfortable doing Build Genius. At the end of the day, you basically pitch where you want to go, and you can talk where you want to go. So, at the moment, the company's done over $100 million worth of sales, and they've released over, I think it's $17 million worth of commissions. And we've got over 1 million customers, and there's over 70,000 of us, Chuck, around the world, which is not a lot. At the end of the day, we're just at the beginning of this. So in terms of potential, you'd have to see the presentation to get all the splits, but on the travel, you get 50% of what people save. So if somebody goes on holiday and they save $1,000, you get paid $500 in US dollars. And I think that's really important, especially when you're looking at Africa and around that area, to know that that's basically the like it's you get paid in US dollars, which is cool. So yeah, exactly. So you get 50% of that on the Vibe Ride. You're getting literally the 3%, a 3% cut, 3% cut. Ride driver does say 20 pickups per 20 rides a day. You're going to get 3% of all those 20 rides. Same with passengers. If they do 5 or 10 rides a month, you'll get a 3% cut of that. So that's the vibe. And then Build Genius is a 3.75% of every time of a percentage of the bill. So I love Build Genius because actually, people get paid out of the saving. They don't actually have to get any money out of their own credit card or pocket to pay for Build Genius. It gets paid out of the money they save, which is very, very clever. And then Zents is a unique. It's literally, I don't know whether you've seen one, Chuck, or not, but it's literally like a nose pin clip that goes in between your nostrils, and it comes in lemon flavor for clarity, so it really helps you focus. It's essential oils, basically. It comes in lavender, which helps you rest and sleep, and it also comes in eucalyptus, which helps you breathe. And also with mask wearing, as we're all having to do nowadays, just that whole, the mask breath, as we call it, this is going to be a game changer. It really is. So I think the thing that connects it all, as I said before, is the technology. And that's what really excites me about this. The income potential is as big as you want it to be. There is no limit on this company, and that really appeals to me as well. So, it's you can choose whether you like one sector, 4 sectors, all sectors. You can choose what effort you put into and where you want to go. And, at the end of the day, the team training and who we have as mentors in this company are absolutely amazing.
Okay, awesome. Okay, I'm actually going for a question which has to do with the support structure. But before I go into that, I want to just throw a question and then you can answer me verbally. Are people allowed to build outside their country?
Absolutely. I mean, like I'm building in America, in Australia. I've got actually people in 14 countries, including Sri Lanka at the moment.
Wow,
So
wow,
you know
wow.
what, we've got Sweden, Sri Lanka, we've got a lot of people on the map. And the good thing is also is that, you know, they've recognized that, you know, in some countries, well, globally, in terms, there's a way that that you can actually earn a reward credit that actually goes and pays for your subscription every month. So, you know what, you can have basically a free business for a bit of work as well. So I really like the fact that they've really thought about, you know, how they can help and people don't have to pay like the monthly subscription, or they can work around it to get a credit so that it's paid for them. So that's going to happen in the not too near future.
Awesome, awesome. I love that. I love that. We'll come back to talking about Boombox, which they launched. Okay, it's not launched yet. We actually pre-launched it and it's announced already. Hopefully, we're expecting it by next month, which is November. But that is to be precise. Now, what I want to talk about is support structure, because now, obviously, we have a couple of individuals who have been into network marketing. You know, our previous company, the company offers you support, but most of the support they offer you doesn't really lead to success. So, it will take a leader who actually understand the field to actually lead his team to success. And then those who doesn't have, you know, viable leadership fails. You know, it's actually, even to today, it's actually common in most MLM businesses. So the question I want to ask right now is, you know, Altenburg, like many people know him, is actually a giant in the industry, and he has created a system that has generated billions of dollars in revenue. Now, what system exactly has he created that serves as a support structure to those who come in, especially those who have not had any previous experience or success in the industry? And then, how does this system allow even our newbies, those who doesn't have experience, those who have experience in other companies and are coming a fresh year, how does it allow people to have success here in iBoomerang, and fast success to be precise?
I think what's really, I mean, you probably know, Chuck, this is more than I do. When Holton Buggs, basically, he's been in the industry for 30 years. So there's a massive difference, right? So when, like, say, the likes of Jeff Bezos, who started Amazon, he started in a garage in the back. Basically, it started in a garage, and he had no money, right? So in a garage, no money, 26 years, learned as he went. The beautiful thing about Holton is that he's been in the business for 30 years. He's spent the first 7 years and he didn't earn more than $500 a month, which is still a lot of money, but you know what, wasn't a success. And then literally what he did is he studied and did systems and formulas, and he basically made those to enable him to earn over 100 million in the last 10 years. $100 million. That is a lot. So number one, he's got the money, he's got the experience in terms of producing iBoomerang, and that's what I joined for as well. So he did that. He basically perfected systems and formulas, which he's brought into this company. So he not only made 100 million himself, he also helped 45 people earn over $1 million each. But he also brought the system. So literally, we have a 5-step formula. When somebody joins, they literally, we've got a starter pack, a 5-step formula to get people started. And it's really, really very, very simple. He's kept it simple. It's very, very easy to follow. And the support here is amazing.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. You know, ranging from our Boom TV, which is an online training system that works every single day. We have several webinars, training. Like today, by 10 p.m. Nigerian time, which is 2 hours from now, we have a special training from one of our top leaders, you know, coming to mascot and show you how you can actually succeed. So we have all these systems available to allow anybody succeed in a business, because this is what many people want to actually know about. Can I get support from the company? Absolutely. Yeah. Please mute yourself. Can you mute her, please? Good. So many people want to know, can I get success from the company when I join? Absolutely, yes. That is exactly one of the major things you have here. Company gives you support, and as a team, we actually gives you all the give you all the support that you need. Now, the last question I want to actually ask, so that you can actually talk about this, because you have been in industry now also, like you actually shared from the onset, you have built a team of several individuals in different countries, so you have a couple of experience now. Now the question is, why should now everybody on this call are serious individual? Some of them have been involved in network marketing before, some of them are involved now. Do you understand me? We have some of our team members who are here, who have been together for a while. Now the question is, why should anybody get involved in iBoomerang? If you are a business person or you are somebody looking for an opportunity to create additional income for yourself. Why should you get involved with this company, and why should you get started now and taking your position? So
I mean, to me, it's about being in at the start. You know, you're gonna probably have, this will probably be one opportunity in a lifetime to basically join a company that is literally going to be as big as Amazon eventually, and get in at a ground floor level. I mean, just to put that into reality, I'm 7 levels literally down from Johnny Wimpy, who is the Black Diamond, of the one of the Black Diamonds. Any other company I look at, I'm literally, you know, probably level 100 or 150. So for me, it's about, there's a time, you know, there's timing is everything, and timing is everything. If you come, you go, you know, I'm not doing this, or, you know, like you wait a year, this will be a totally different company in a year. It will just, it's going to explode. It really is. So, you know, to me, everything's about timing and positioning. When I saw this opportunity, you know, for me, it's like, it's not perfect. If it, like I said before, if it was perfect, you'd be too late. So for me, it's about getting in now, basically, you know, learning the ropes. You know, it is a 18-month commitment, 2-year, 3-year. It's not about a get rich quick, but you know what, anything that's worth it in time is worth it, but it's not a get rich slow as well. So you can earn good money as well. You know, at the end of the day, it is all about that. And I think, you know, if you leave it a year or 2 years or 3 years, you know, somebody's going to be giving you a boomerang, or somebody's going to be sharing the app. We haven't even got an app yet, and that's what excites me as well, because when we have an app, that's going to share with our customers, etc. So that's going to completely expand it and explode it. So yeah, I mean, you know, I don't know whether you have Uber in Nigeria, but you can't give anybody an Uber app over here because everyone's got one who wants one, you know. So it's going to be the same with iBoomerang. You're either going to be somebody receiving the app, or you're going to be somebody giving the app and making money from it. So yeah, as far as I'm concerned, it's like, you know, the time is now. You know, jump in, you know, we will help you, we will support you. You know, that's what I love about this team. You know, I mean, Chuck came out, you know, reached out to me and said, would I come on and do a call? I said, absolutely. I mean, you know, we don't know each other apart from through, you know, WhatsApp group. So, you know, at the end of the day, we're all here to support each other. And that to me is really, really important as well.
okay, good, awesome, 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 awesome. Now we have a lot of things going on right now. As more about there's a slang we have right now in iBoomerang, make HVP. Now we have a lot of promos on right now. The company has put in a lot of money into the compensation plan and allowing a lot of, you know, a lot of people to make money fast. Now we also have a principle here, a culture which we call integrity and transparency. Now, why do I talk about this? I've been involved in industry. A lot of people, like I do, show your check so that a lot of people can actually get to know about your, you know, you are making money. So it's people showing about cars and doing many things, which it's somehow good and somehow bad, because a lot of people get enticed by those things and come in, and when they don't see those immediate results, like you said, it's not a get rich quick scheme, it's a business. So you must treat it like a business. Some people come, when they don't put in those efforts and they don't get those results, they quit and begin to bad mouth the industry. So now, but I want you to just share briefly, just for a few minutes as we are wrapping up this meeting right now. Now, which, you know, we have several ways you make money. How many ways are they for, you know, people to come in? Because some people say, okay, if I come in, how can I make my money back fast? I'm willing to put in the effort, I'm willing to launch, I'm putting all what I need to put. But what are the ways I can make money here? Can you just share about that, man?
Sure. I mean, you know, in at the moment, in terms of making money, the main way is to basically build a team. That's the way that the, you know, like the fast money is in terms of people. That's basically one of the ways that you can build a team. The other thing is through Zen comes on. That's a really, really positive way of making money, but also through actually, you know, selling a product, and it's a unique product that a lot of people were going to use. So that's going to be really, really huge. So I think, you know, at the end, this can go. I come on board. You know, it's a numbers game. I've, you know, basically enrolled people from my team through social media, through knowing them, through networking. You know, I absolutely love people, and I find them absolutely intriguing. So, you know, you can make money off all the things that you know, that a boomerang have to offer at the moment, but in various degrees. I would suggest you pick one or two that you really like, and like, spend a couple of weeks literally concentrating on that. So at the moment we're doing a bit of a Build Genius targeted approach. In the Lord Hunt, to my team as well, to actually sort of target that. But the calls and what we have in terms of training is enough of us. There are ways to make money, and I would suggest that but they're the main ones.
Awesome. Thank you very much. We love that. So that means somebody can concentrate, just like what we are focusing on now, the travel and Zens. That is where our major focus now, the travel and the Zen. We have a lot of people here who have idea about selling. Some of them want to sell, something you can have tangibly. You can focus on the Zens and travel. Of course, you can utilize all the platform, BG Genius, Vibrite, and co, and then capitalize on those ones to make money. So we love and appreciate everybody right now. We're going to end this meeting with a bang, and then that is our slang in iBoomerang. So we're going to go boom, 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 freedom. Are we ready? So, as we wrap up, can you just in 5 seconds or 10 seconds, can you just, what will be your last word of advice for anybody who is on this call? We have many of them who have not joined. Some of them who are on already are not taking the business very serious.
I would say my big advice, is, I don't know, it says it's got less than a minute, so it might go, right? But my big advice is stay close to the fire. Get on all the trainings, get yourself educated, do the personal development, because at the end of the day, this is all about you becoming the best version of you. If you become the best version of you, other people will follow you.
Awesome. So are we ready? 1, 2, go. Boom, boom, boom. Freedom. Thank you very much, everybody. We love and appreciate you. Thank you very much for joining us. And we want to see you at the beaches of the world. Love you. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Yeah.